Hello, Diploma New Evangelization students and Pastoral Understanding students in the MA and Certificate stream. I've had a lot of requests this week, or over the past 2 weeks, requesting do we get into our email, how do we navigate that once we're in there. So following Dr. Dean's lead, I thought I would make a little video geared specifically towards you. This will, of course, only apply to students that have their AST emails, but I know a few of you have yours coming still. So when they do come, this video will definitely apply to you. So first up, there's our login page. It's portal.office.com. So you can see my husband's account is on there. But our logins are, you'll put in your email, which will be some variation on your name. Mine is my first and my last name, and all of them are at astheology.ns.ca. And you'll, without even putting in your password, you can just click sign in. And now mine's not going to let me. It's taunting me. There we go. And it'll take you to a separate login that is specifically for AST. So then you'll put in your password, which I'm doing, and it'll log you in. So the first thing, oh, now it's not letting me. Sometimes my computer, because we have two accounts, you may find this too, because I know a couple of you are married couples. When I try to sign in, it doesn't let me because my husband has an account pre-saved on the computer. But if you persist, it will let you in. So now you can see it says, good afternoon. So once you get on, you'll see this main page, and it'll have all of the apps that you can use. You see here, we've got the big one that you'll want to use is Mail, and a bunch of other ones. And you can install Office. AST has given it to all of our students so that we can have the entire Office suite. So if you don't already have Office, or you have a really old version, or you don't have one with all the programs, this is really great for us. But you can also just use them here on the program on the website itself as digital. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the portal. So let's go into Mail. So you'll see once you click Mail, you'll have all your emails. When I write, I can write to our entire class in one sitting just by typing in the class name. See, there you are. And that's got all of our AST email addresses saved in there. And I add in your other ones as well. So that's pretty basic. It works just like any email. What you can do is, if you don't want to use your AST emails, you can change your settings. You see how I've gone down your app settings down there for Mail. And there's lots of different ones you can do. You can do forwarding. So all you have to do is start forwarding and put in your email address there. I don't want to do that because I have mine set on my phone now. Leave page. But you can do that so that if you don't want to use your AST email as your primary, you can forward it and then reply to us from there, and that way you won't miss anything that we're sending you. So another thing that we'll all want to use is this program called OneDrive. This offers us 1 terabyte of data that we can use for personal things and for class things. So you can see there's groups. We'll go into our class because all of you will have access to this. My computer's a tiny bit slow. You can see it. I'm going to close up some of these earlier windows. Hopefully that'll help us. So you'll see it's separated by weeks. Our syllabus is on here, the information about the reflections. So we'll just look on week 2 because that's the week we just finished. My computer is very slow, probably because I'm recording in the background, to be fair. So there's Deacon Chris's PowerPoint and the link to our YouTube recording. And on top of that, we can click on the Shared with Us section. And I know some students have been sharing their assignments with me here, which is great. It's easier for you. You can access it later. But I don't mind you emailing it to me either. That works fine. So now let's just go back to the original portal. That was a little quick view of OneDrive. So it works like other programs like Dropbox or Box in the same way, except for it gives you an entire terabyte of data, which is more than any of those can give. And it specifically links into other classmates. So you can share with just me, you can share with the whole class, however you want to do it. And it's a great opportunity to go and see what Deacon Chris is putting up without us having to email it to you and having it clog up your personal email drive. So the next one, it's not actually here on mine. Okay, let's go on other installs. If it doesn't show up right away, click on other installs. And this is one that's going to be very important for people that want to go online. Now, I know a lot of us already have Skype on our personal computers, but I really recommend that you download the Skype for Business that AST has specifically. If you're on a PC, it'll come up as Skype, or if you're like me on a Mac, it'll come up as Link. In this part right here. So you just install it and all of that, and it'll be on there. And then when we have an upcoming class, you will get sent a link to the class through your calendar or through an email likely from Lydia. She'll send you an email, and it'll likely show up as a block on your calendar, and it'll just be a little link where you can just say join Skype meeting, and then it'll pop up automatically into that app that you would have just downloaded. So you don't have to worry about having to log in. It'll be logged in as your AST email, and then when we invite you as a group to the AST email. So it's a lot easier for us, and it's easier for you to know you're going into the right meeting at the right time, and you can participate with the class. The other great thing is that once you're in Skype for Business, there's lots of controls you can have to fiddle with your sound or whatever. And you don't have to have your webcam on, although I do encourage it because it'll help the class in the classroom feel like you're there a little bit more and want to engage with you more, and it might help you feel a little bit more involved in the class. Another recommendation that we'd like to give is, I know those who have watched online can hear it. Sometimes when we're on Skype, if one of us starts talking, you can hear the feedback of the classroom. Any talking in the classroom has feedback on our mics and vice versa. So one of the things we recommend is you get, if you want to go to a store, or if you already have them, just get yourself a pair of headphones, possibly with a microphone. It'll really help clean up the sound. And additionally, when you use headphones, you'll be able to turn up the sound to hear a bit better if you're finding you're having problems hearing the class. Amy has got some really great high quality cameras with really great microphones. But it works a lot better when we have our earphones on. So on top of that, when you're going to use Skype, we really recommend that if you can, you not go on a wireless network, because wireless networks by and large are not strong enough to support Skype. So I noticed the week that I was online that the connection kept getting really jumpy, and that was partly because of my being on a wireless connection. So if you can, hook into a wired connection. I think you'll find an incredible improvement in the quality of the class. And if you don't, we can troubleshoot further with you in that regards. But that was my tips for the day. So those were just little tips for how to navigate the Office 365 program. I hope if you have any questions you can ask, and I'm happy to put up more tutorials or answer you one-on-one, and I hope that all makes sense to you. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to do that. I'm having great fun reading all your reflections. I look forward to getting the ones from the rest of the class. And yeah, I cut out in the middle there. Know that I'm praying for all of you in this journey together, and I hope that you'll pray for Deacon Chris and I. God bless.